All right, welcome back everyone to another Empowerment Hour. We are your hosts, Annie Bryson and Marie Shapley. Today we are going to be talking about the body and how important self-care is. Our bodies are a living organism and they need to be supported, cared, and loved. And it's amazing how many people will take care of their cars, their vehicles, their homes, but then they forget to take care of themselves.
We know that in today's world, everyone is super busy. Our days are full of tasks, and no one understands the importance that it requires to make sure our body is running properly. Because when we put the oxygen mask on ourselves first, it makes everything else easier. For example, if you're not getting enough sleep, that can cause brain fog, which can affect your work and being able to make more money. Our bodies really, it's a compass telling us what's going on in our world. If we listen to them, we can make life so much easier for ourselves and our loved ones.
Yeah, yeah. So today I'm going to share a little bit about my story of what happened to me and my body a long time ago. This is about 20 years ago. I was in my early 20s, and I kind of felt like out of nowhere I started to get sick. I got a really upset stomach, and no matter what I ate, I would get really sick. It would come out one way or another, and I started to rapidly lose weight. And in 2 months, I lost 30 pounds. And it was really scary. It was very scary. My I was sent to see 5 different specialists, and all of them came back with the same results. And one doctor even said to me, "Hey, look, I can see that you are not okay, but all your tests are coming back healthy, and so there's nothing I can do to help you." And because it was really scary. So what I had to do is I had to turn to different alternative healing methods to try to figure out what was going on. And what I found was that my current situation was I was married to someone who I wasn't happy with, and I was working at a job that I absolutely hated. But at the time, I was the breadwinner and I didn't feel like I could leave. We really needed the income. And I didn't know my body was trying to talk to me and tell me, hey, you're upset. You're not happy. You're not doing what you want. And I ended up really getting sick and manifesting a lot of stomach aches. So the doctors did diagnose me with IBS. And I kind of just I I started looking for another way to heal. And I found an amazing psychotherapist who started helping me work on my emotions. We just started there. And I also started with Reiki to start healing the tissue of my intestines and in my stomach. And it took a few months, but I started to notice the change. I was able to start to eat and gain weight. And let me tell you how scary this was is I lost 30 pounds and I was down to 90 pounds. I was just like
Oh my
skin and
God.
bones, and it was really scary.
That's
It was really,
scary. Oh
yeah.
my God.
But what I did find is that there were some other alternatives out there to help me heal. And once I started the healing process and my stomach started to get better, with a little help with my psychotherapist, I started making the necessary changes I needed to in my life. I did get a divorce and I went and found myself a new job that I absolutely loved. And even though it took a little bit of time, my stomach did heal. It did heal, and I was able to get better again. I was able to enjoy my life, have fun again. Um, and what I just really want people to know is it is so scary when you have something going on with your body and you cannot find an answer for it. There's not a pill that can quick fix it. There's not a surgery you can do for it. And doctors are amazing, but if they're at a point that their methods can't help you, then what is it that you can do to heal yourself. And there are a lot of healing modalities out there. There are a lot of great other instruments that you can go use to help you move through all of that and heal your body. Yeah.
Yes. Wow, Annie.
Yeah.
That must have been really scary.
It was. It was really scary. My parents were scared for me. My husband at the time did not know what to do with me. I had to take a leave of absence from work because I got to the point of being so weak. I couldn't even drive a car. I was so worn down. And we checked everything. Is it the food I'm eating? What's going on? But what it turned out is it was my environment. It was my environment and what I was doing that it wasn't okay. And my body was trying to show me things aren't okay. You need to make a change.
How incredible that your body loved you that much to show you something's wrong here. Something needs to change. Thanks, body.
Well, and I know
that's fun, I'm sure.
Yeah. Well, and I know there's a lot of people, if you're in the thick of it, if you're in the thick of pain, you may be really upset with your body. You may be angry at your body. Why is my knee hurting? Why is my back out? What is going on? And I was really mad at my body. What was going on? Why was I different? Why wasn't I healing? I was trying everything and it wasn't working. I just had to look for some different methods in order to get myself healed.
And thank God you listened to your body. Thank God you didn't just let it persist and just think, this is the way it is. My body's in pain, and that's that. You did something about
it. I did. It's there. I feel like our bodies are they help us figure out a path. If we just stop and listen, they are trying to tell us something,
Yes.
Yeah.
It is.
What about you, Maria? How have things been for you and your body?
The journey I've been on with my health and my struggle health history, I would say, started when I was 7 years old, struggled with, like you, digestive issues, IBS, headaches, and I never understood it. Why do I constantly have stomach aches? And I kind of started self-diagnosing or experimented ways in how can I treat this. I tried eliminating certain foods. I tried food combining, different supplements, staying active. I didn't know the answer. And it kind of just compounded over time where, what's the thread of my journey? Where, okay, the digestive issues then turn into an autoimmune disorders. I'm like, okay, now things are getting even more to another degree. But I know that that's because at the time I was in an abusive relationship. I was in my early 20s, and my dad was in the thick of his alcohol and drug addiction, like the worst of it. And so I was living with an ex at the time, and I just knew, things just kind of just kept going downhill. I'm like, what do I do about this? So there were two, and so I'm constantly in the doctors. I'm like, this is not fun. I'm always in the doctors, like, what's going on? So they thought, oh, well, maybe it's fibromyalgia, maybe it's lupus, prescribing me all these different medications. I'm like, I don't want to take this. This does not feel right. No. Two key players that made a big difference in my life was finally, after 4 years of being in this abusive relationship, I just went, enough is enough. I sought out a psychotherapist as well, or a therapist. And I was going a few times because there was one event where I'm like, I think I need to talk to someone because I'm like, this is just not okay. And I went to a therapist, and I think it was like through a few sessions of that where it got me to a point where I just had a light switch moment. And I don't know if anyone listening to this, if you can relate, if you've ever been in an abusive relationship or are now, where when you're in it, like, you know, it's toxic and bad, but it's hard to get yourself out. So it's like maybe you're with a narcissist or a manipulator, or like in a negative sense, and they pull you back in or whatever. You have your role in it too, right? It's a two-way street, but it's just hard. It's this push and pull dance. You can't get yourself out of it. And I finally had that light switch moment. I'm like, this, enough is enough. And that was it. I moved out of the toxic environment to my dad's, which was a different thing. But then after moving out from ex-boyfriend and dad's house, I got myself my own place. I changed my external environment. I think I was under so much stress that my body was reacting. And then the autoimmune symptoms dissipated. They kind of went away. I'm like, oh, right, this is great. I'm on this healthy path now. What I didn't realize, though, so that was what that helped, changing my environment, really like seeking out some help. It brought me to a place just after a couple times where I had that light switch moment. Boom, I know that this is not right. The second thing was, okay, I'm on a healthier path now. However, I'm attracting abusive partners still. This is not the life I want to live. Okay. And when I learned that unless I get to the root of the pattern, the root of this block, I'm just going to keep recreating the same story and over again. Maybe different people, different circumstances, but it's the same feeling. It's the same BS. And I learned techniques and tools, how to clear my deepest block on an energetic level, like you did with Reiki. And I'm like, oh, the energy is clearing out of my tissues. It's clearing out of my digestion, all the inflammation, or the beliefs or the programs that just start clearing that out. So I would say clearing my deepest blocks and the root of the pattern and changing my environment is what helped me.
Wow. Okay.
Self-love,
So I have
self-care.
I have a question for you. When your doctors did prescribe you some medication, what made you decide to look for a different solution? Or did you try the medication and have some negative reactions to it?
The one medication, they wanted to give me steroids, and I was like, I am not taking steroids. I was like, the first thing I said was, I don't want to grow mustache because it like gives you like masculine things. I'm like, no. And then they prescribed me other medicine. Like, what was it? It was antidepressants, and I took the antidepressants for a couple times, and I'm like, I don't like the way this makes me feel. I think what I need to do is go a holistic route. I actually sought out a holistic doctor, and we did like bioenergetic feedback and muscle testing and whatnot. I'm like, this is cool, but it really just took me just removing myself.
Yeah. Okay.
And
okay.
through that kind of brought on like natural changes. I naturally had the tendency to want to take care of myself. I naturally had the tendency to want to eat differently or like be around different people. It just, things started to change in my actions.
Wow. That's good. That's really good. And did you kind of learn, because I learned this, like as you went, like you started to really understand your body. So if your stomach flared up at all, you knew, hey, what's going on around me that I'm not dealing with this? Okay, I've got to change something. Or how was it for you?
I had no clue. I wish I had the awareness then that I do now. I think on some level I did because I followed it. I knew that there's something not right here. I got to remove myself, but I didn't. I just thought I kind of felt prisoner or victim to my body or circumstances. I'm like, well, this doesn't feel right. I'm trying to seek solutions, but I didn't properly train my intuition or have the awareness to know, hey, my body's letting me know something's up. Or, hey, like if something doesn't feel right, I don't need to do something that doesn't feel right. So it's like
Yeah.
self-care, self-love. Yeah.
And that's something they don't teach that in school, then in elementary when we're growing up and stuff, we don't learn, hey, be aware of your body. What is your body trying to tell you? This is, if your chest is tight, what are you worried about? Are you anxious about something? There's so many indicators that our body can give us.
Yeah, right? Yes. And when like when you tune in and listen, yeah, what is my body really trying to tell me? It could be emotional.
Right. And, I know that things physically do happen in the body. There are times that you will need a pill or you will need something to help you out. But, it's almost like, what's the bigger picture? What's really going on in my life? What is happening and how do I need to change that?
Yeah.
So, I'm going to give everybody a tool today, give all our listeners a tool that they can use, because it is really important that that you get in tune with your body so that you can help your body, that you can change your body, that you can prevent things from happening, from illnesses and sicknesses. And really, our bodies are amazing indicators of what is going on. So if you are catching a ton of colds and viruses, your body is trying to tell you something, and your body may be trying to tell you, hey, we need more vitamin C. We are lacking in vitamin D. Or maybe those viruses and colds are trying to tell you you're not getting enough rest. You're not stopping and taking the time to rest and heal your body as much as it needs. Or maybe your body's just trying to tell you, hey, there's too much stress happening in our life and we've got to shift some things. So this first tool I'm going to do with everybody is I'm going to walk through a meditation with you, and we're going to connect to our bodies. And we're going to ask some questions today to our body and see what we get. So if you have a pen and a pencil or a paper and pen, that would be great, because you may get some things today that you need to jot down. But I want to invite all of you to get comfortable. And if you're driving, do this a little later. But we're going to do a connection and talk to our bodies. Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, all right. So I want to invite you to close your eyes and take a few deep breaths. Allow yourself to have just a quick moment here. And I want you to start by imagining or visualizing a bright golden beam of light coming down into the top of your head. Allow this golden beam of light to come into the top of your head and start going into each and every cell of your body. Allow that light to just melt in down through your eyes, your mouth, and into your neck. Allow the light to come into your shoulders and down your arms, this bright golden light. Allow the light to go into your chest, again, going into every cell of your body, healing it, awakening it, activating it to work in perfect alignment. Allow the light to go down into your abdomen. Filling it with golden white light. Now allow that light to go down into your hips and allow it to melt down all the way down through your legs and into your feet. Again, this golden light is touching every single cell of your body, healing it, activating it, and awakening it. Now I want you to take that golden light and go ahead and push it down into the center of the earth. Push it down into the center of the earth where you feel the connection of support, where you feel just total love and support from earth. It can be a bright blue light. It can feel like a warm hug. But I want you to push your energy all the way down to the middle of earth. And I want you to grab a hold of that energy. And I want you to pull it back up all the way through earth into your feet. And allow Mother Earth to come up your whole body through your legs, your hips, your abdomen, your chest, and all the way to the top of your head. Take one more deep breath for me. And now what I want you to do, now that you're connected from above and below, I want you to take your hand and I want you to place it on your chest. And I want you to ask your body, what is one thing I need right now to function at my optimal capacity? I'm going to give you just a moment. So again, what is one thing I need right now to function at my optimal capacity? And trust what you get. Okay. Now, I want you to ask your body, what is another thing that I need right now for my body to function at its optimal capacity? And you might hear you need rest, more sleep. It could be you need protein. It could be that you need to go see a doctor. Whatever it is, I want you to trust what you are getting. Your body loves you and it wants to tell you what it needs. Okay. Okay, now I want to do it one more time. I want you to ask your body, what is another thing that you need, body, right now that will help you function at your optimal capacity? Again, just go with what you hear. What is that your subconscious is bringing forth? What is your body telling you? Just notice what you notice and write it down. Write down what you're getting. Even if you're not sure what exactly it means. You may hear you need vitamins. Write it down. You might need to go see a holistic doctor. You may need to look at other alternative healings. Whatever it might be, trust what you're getting. And the amazing thing is everything that you need, if it's something you're not sure how to do, say if you know you need some energy work, then now after you get done doing this exercise, you can ask the universe, who do I need to go see? What do I need to do to help my body feel better? And the amazing thing is the universe totally supports you. So all these synchronicities are going to come in and you're going to be shown what it is you need to do. But hopefully it's something easy like getting some extra sleep or just adding some more vitamin C, which, by the way, vitamin C is the most loving vitamin that you can give your body. So it's really good. Make sure you're taking your vitamin C. But what you can do is you can replay this exercise every day, every morning. Go in, check with your body. What do I need to function at my optimal capacity? And then let us know, get back to us and let us know what you notice, what happens. Yeah.
That was so profound, so helpful. I wrote down some things, and I will definitely be looking into that. Thanks for that.
Very awesome. Good. Great. All right. All right, Maria, what tool do you have to share with us today?
Second tool. Okay. This would be something that I learned in my intuition development trainings that included different energetic healing modalities, which I know that you're trained in as well. And this is a process that we were trained in by intuitive life coach Christy Marie Sheldon. And it helps you get to the root of the pattern, the root of the unconscious block. And this is how it works. The process Annie just took you through, connecting to the light, you always want to start with that before doing any type of energy work. And yeah, you always want to start with that before doing any type of energy work. And then to get to the root of the problem, okay, so say you're experiencing anxiety. 4 questions. What was the first age I experienced something similar to this? If you want to write this down.
Yeah.
Number 2, who did I get it from? My mom, my dad, myself, or someone else? Where do I feel the anxiety in my body? And then what's the emotion behind it? So yeah, it's anxiety, but is there another emotion behind it? Okay, so once you have that answered, bring in the light from above and below into that part of your body, and then you're going to clear it. And these are the clearing statements. You're going to, so everywhere I feel like, say, for instance, say, everywhere I feel anxiety in my stomach, age 4 from dad, I'm going to clear, transmute, uncreate, and de-story from where? Across all time, dimension, space, and realities. All right, and I'll repeat that. 4 questions. So another one, say you're dealing with, I'm lacking motivation. Well, there's a story behind that, or there's a limiting belief. What's the first age I lacked motivation? 14. Who did I get it from? My mom, my dad, myself, or someone else? Say it's from self. Okay, what is the emotion behind it? Okay, well, underneath the unmotivation, it feels like sadness. Okay, and where do I feel it in my body? Say in my chest. So bringing the light to that part of your body, and then you're going to clear, transmute, and you can say it out loud. I clear and transmute this unmotivation or this sadness in my chest from self at 14 years old across all time, dimension, space, and reality. Cool. And that's one tool.
That's an amazing process. Maybe we could have everybody pick maybe something in their body that they know is off, whether it's a sore elbow, a hurt back, a foot that's bothering them. Let's have everybody pick a spot and then walk through those questions and just see what maybe they get at home.
Great idea. Okay. Pick a spot. Pick a spot in your body. If you're dealing with digestive issues too, pick your belly. If you're dealing with lower back pain, pick that. All right, now let's get to the root of pattern. What's the first age I experienced low back pain, stomach issues, whatever your issue is? What was the first age I experienced something similar to this? Who did I get it from? And your intuition will tell you right away. Who did I get it from? My mom, my dad, myself, or someone else? Okay. Where do I feel it in my body? Well, you picked your spot. And then what's the emotion underneath this pain or this irritability or this, what's the emotion there? All right, and once you have that, imagine the light, like turn up the light. The more light, the better. Bring in a ton of light from above and below into that part of your body. And then say it out loud. I clear and transmute what your story is across all time, dimension, space, and realities. All of this pain or upset, anger, resentment, whatever your story is in that part of your body, I clear and transmute across all time, dimension, space, and reality. And notice. And energy work can be subtle. Everyone is different when they experience energy work. It could be, you could experience like a popping sensation. You could feel a release, a movement. You could feel tired. You could yawn. You could hiccup. You could cry. You could laugh. You could sneeze. And yeah. Annie's my, yeah. You're like my favorite person to go to. Like we'll do, like energy work clearing sessions. So it's so awesome to have people in your life that know how to do this work. So it's like, hey, can you help me clear my energy? What is this route? So sometimes it's nice to learn the tools to do yourself. But when you have someone who can help you facilitate the process, you can kind of get to it more deeper. But yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And always drink water before a session, because water is the best conductor of electricity. It helps you, like we're 80% water. So you want to have water so you can clear your blocks more easily.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Well, we all know dehydration affects the body negatively in so many ways, but really it helps with energy work and energy releasing. So yeah, absolutely bring water. That's true.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's fun doing energy work, and the intention that you have doing these different things, when you approach things with a playful approach, when you approach things with, this is like, at least for me, this is my mindset about it, is I'm doing these different things in modalities because I know the result it's going to bring me. I know if I do these techniques, I know if I listen to my body, I'm so happy I'm doing these things because I know it's going to bring me these great results.
Yeah. It's so rewarding. It's so rewarding when you can shift a pain or something going on and all of a sudden you feel so much better. It's life-changing. And so everybody out there listening, Maria and I are trained in a lot of different healing modalities. And this is something we are passionate about. We love to help people. We love to empower people. We love to clear blocks. We love to help facilitate healings where people can feel better and move on with their life and enjoy their life and have a happy life. So if you are interested in maybe working with one of us one-on-one, you can reach us at different places. Maria, where can people reach you at?
You can find me on my website, is intuitivecoachmaria.com, or you can find me on Instagram at Maria Shapester. And those are the best ways that you can contact me.
Yeah.
And how about you?
You can go to my website. It's anniebryson.com. And please feel free to send us messages, drop a message in the chat or in the comments below and let us know, because we really want to make sure, people are happy and enjoying their lives. And we both have been through so much that we just want to share the knowledge that we've gained to help other people heal and get better as well. Right?
Definitely. Yes. Yes. Let's all live like a happy, passionate life, filled with fun and joy. And yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, Maria, do you have anything else you need to add?
I think that's it.
Okay. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in with us today. I hope you enjoyed the tools that we shared with you. Again, let us know if you have any questions, and we look forward to seeing you on our next episode.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye.